Hello and welcome to Men of the Den. My name's Eric and it's Friday. So this week on Men of the Den, we are talking about first crush, first kiss. My first crush was kind of a cliche experience. I was about 13 years old, and I went on a camping trip with my gifted class, and we went to a place called Woodland Altars, which was this, I don't know how you describe it. It was just, a general campsite with cabins and such, and the cabins were arranged into, bunk beds and things, and there were camp counselors there that would, teach you, things about nature, whatever. And one of the counselors there just, I just completely fell in love with him, out of the blue. And it wasn't something that I even recognized at the time was kind of a love or a crush. But I fantasized about him. So he was this tall, blonde German, living in, southern Ohio, working at this camp. And his name was Hartwig, which was incredibly charming. He was really lanky and thin and had long blonde hair, and he wore Argyle socks every single day. And that was just so quirky and endearing to me. I would wear jeans or sweatpants. Actually, at that time I was wearing nothing but sweatpants every day. White tube socks, etc. So to see somebody wearing Argyle socks was kind of surprising, and especially we're hiking out in the woods. It was just really unique, and it caught my eye, and I just kind of fell for him in this weird, head over heels infatuation. And at night in the bunk beds, I would imagine him taking his clothes off and all kinds of ridiculous things that you do when you're crushing on somebody. But I never said anything about it, and I never really thought much about it, except for the fact that it happened. Yeah, so I developed this crush, and I never really did anything about it other than having these weird fantasies and, thinking about him. But I've never really quite forgotten about him. I've never gone to look to see if I could find him anywhere, or if there was any kind of information about him or anything like that. It's kind of creepy to go back and do all that stuff. Not that I haven't done it for other people, but just for this one strange, bizarre, out of the blue crush, I don't need to go back to that well. But again, like I said, I do remember. I remember singing little songs to myself about his Argyle socks, and yeah. And I honestly can't remember what my first kiss was, especially not a gay kiss, because my first real, and what I count as my first real sexual experience, because you play doctor and whatever, things like that when you're a little kid, but my first real, sexual experience with an adult, I was 19 years old, and I was, just really mad for this guy. I was in college, and we had a moment. He wasn't totally into it. He was ostensibly straight, and I wasn't allowed to kiss him. He let me suck his dick, but he wouldn't let me kiss him, and I thought that was a really unusual request. But that kind of set up this dichotomy between like sex and love and intimacy for me for a really long time, and I never really like paid too much attention to it or thought about it all that much, but it really has played a weird role in my life, so that, I don't know, kissing isn't what I remember so much as the sexual bond between myself and another person. So yeah, kissing, I just don't, it's not that I don't like it, I love kissing, I'm actually really, really into kissing, but I can't really think of what my first kiss might have been. I have no idea. So there you go, that's my story. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more stories like this, you can go back through our YouTube channel at youtube.com/menoftheden. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and at menoftheden.com. I hope to see you all again next week. I don't know what our topic is next week because I haven't checked the bulletin board, but you can also come back on Sunday and see Spencer J. Spence tell you his story about first kiss, first crush. I'll see you all next Friday. Cheers!